What's up, guys? 5 and 5 here, and yes, I have finally done it. I have finally found a fast strategy for this map. That's right. This strategy is about 25 seconds a horde. That is pretty good for this map. Now, I can't take full credit for the strategy, though. The crucial bit of information, the spawn abuse that makes this strat work, was not actually found by me. This was found by my friend Survive, and I will leave a link down below to his channel, and I do suggest that anybody who likes zombies should go check him out. He is quite good at this game. Anyways, now into the strategy itself. I got to explain it a little bit. It is not that confusing, but there's a few things you need to know so you won't go down. First of all, I'll explain the strategy itself, though, I guess. It is double dipping with the acid trap. The reason this works is, as you saw in the very beginning when I started the round, is if you stand on the back wall of the acid trap room, all the zombies will spawn only in the acid trap room, which is huge for the strategy. So how it works, of course, is you kill the horde, then you sprint to the back of the room before they die, which means they will all spawn inside the room, which means all you have to do is jump through the trap, get on the other side of it, and then you will kill an entire other horde with the same trap. So, this is actually a lot easier than it looks. Well, maybe it looks easy, but I've got quite a few downs trying to jump through it. But once you get used to it, it is actually very simple to do, and you should be able to do it every time without ever downing. The problem with the acid trap is it will down you in 2 hit markers, even with Jug. So if you do mess up, you will go down, which isn't that big a deal because it is Mob of the Dead, of course, but it still sucks to go down. Now, I have to give you one bit of advice if you're going to try this strategy and you're going to try to jump through. You cannot jump late. You have to jump early. If you jump right about the time you get that hit marker from the acid trap, it will slow you down and will guarantee your death. As long as you jump into the trap, then land and sprint, you should make it every time, no problem. Now, there's only one other problem with this strategy. Another thing you may have to get a little bit used to is sometimes there will be a slow zombie on the stairs. Now, if that slow zombie is going to block the door right as you jump, you will die for sure. But you should be able to see him coming before you make the jump. And if you see a zombie going to block your path, you can always just do a loop inside the acid trap room, which will mean you won't kill an extra horde, but it also means you won't down, which is quite good. Now the last thing I want to say is if you do ever go down trying to jump through the trap, it's not even a big deal at all. Getting Jug from that location is so easy, it's actually ridiculous. Because all the zombies should have spawned behind you. Maybe there'll be 1 or 2 that got you killed or whatever in front of you, but all you do is zap them, of course, when you're in your Who's Who mode, or whatever you want to call it, Afterlife. Then you literally have a straight shot to the gondola. And once you get into the gondola, you are guaranteed Jug, because the zombies have to take a little while to spawn down there. And it's just up the stairs, sprint to the gondola, so easy, it works every time. I had quite a few downs when I was trying to test the strategy, and never double downed, like downed, got up, and didn't get to Jug. It was just that easy. And because downs don't matter on this map, as most people know, this should never be a problem. Now, there is one more thing I have to explain, and that is those extra 1 or 2 zombies you may see on the staircase. The reason you get those is because I didn't make it to the zone fast enough, the zone in the back of the acid trap room. The reason I didn't make it fast enough is because the timing has to be so crisp if you're not going to get any extra zombies. You have to make sure that you're kind of like walking away from the switch as you pull it, then sprinting. It is pretty difficult to do perfect every time, but not doing it perfect is really not a big deal. Because if you have 1 or 2 guys spawning there, it actually does almost nothing. as long as you'll see I do all the time, I check that one window, and as soon as I see the window next to the box being active, like I see one zombie there, I run to the trap instantly. As soon as if you run to the trap at that time every time, the zombie will never block you in the door. It will always be a little bit later. You'll always see it on the stairs, and it is so easy to juke. You can literally stand there with your back to it, and it won't even do anything to you. It doesn't even matter. Anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say. This is quite possibly the best strategy that this map will ever get. I honestly don't think it's possible to make a faster strategy, because you can only really use one trap at a time. All double trap strats aren't actually that fast. At least none of them could be as fast as this, unless there's something really crazy I'm not thinking about. But for a single trap strategy, this is as fast as it can get, pretty much. So, I hope you guys all liked the video, and the strategy itself, and hope this will make this map more interesting for you guys. So, see you guys later. Bye-bye.